When someone asks you what you do for a living, what do you reply?
So it actually depends on the person that asks me this question, because if they're also academics, I might reply, well, I'm doing my postdoc at UCL, I'm also a teaching fellow, and I'm mainly doing my research on species evolution. I use computational tools in order to unravel how the species have evolved. But if there is someone that is not actually part of academia, I would say, well, I'm a scientist that studies how species evolved, and I'm doing this at UCL. And then if they're more interested in what I do, how I do it, then I might get into more detail. Because some people are just like, okay, what do you do? Scientist, research, evolution, biochemistry. They just want one word so they can actually put you in a box. So if they're more keen on what I'm doing, then I continue and I go into more detail. But my main introduction is just this, like, yes, I'm a scientist, I'm a researcher, I'm a computational biologist, and I study species evolution.
Great. So what exactly does a scientist do?
Actually, this is a very good question, because there is not a unique answer. Because if you ask this question to different scientists, different researchers, you're going to get different questions, because that depends on the field that they are doing their research on. Like in my case, what I have to answer is that I study species evolution, and I use computational tools in order to do that. I either develop these tools or I use other people's tools, because that's how the field works. Obviously, I'm not the only one that's going to be doing something. Like, this is like a teamwork, a collaborative work, and we all help each other. And now, more recently, we're trying to have more open source code, which means that you're not going to privatize your code. You're not going to say, oh, I developed this tool or I developed this software, pay me to use it. You don't want to do this in science. You want to say, okay, here it is, my tool, you can use it, this is what it does. Do you like it? Try it. Do you find something wrong? Because obviously I might have coded something wrong, which means I might have given the wrong instructions to the PC. Some results are going to be delivered by the PC, but they might be wrong. And I have not noticed it, because sometimes what happens, at least in my field, is that you code something and you will always get some results. Then the question is, how do you know that these results are actually sensible to the questions that you are asking? Have you made a mistake when you have written your code? The same when you talk, right? Like there are different words that you can use to explain something. Have you actually been using the correct words to explain something, or have you used like what we call, for instance, in Spain, well, in Spanish we say there are some false friends, right? Or have you used a false friend that you think that you have properly used, and then someone is actually misunderstanding your explanation? So the same applies to coding. But this is just my answer. Like, you ask someone else and they're going to tell you, well, I spend my life inside the laboratory trying to elucidate what this protein does. Or another person is going to tell you, oh, I actually travel around the world, going to different museums, and I take pictures of different bones, and then I try to assemble these into 3D or 2D, how do you call it, like, models, so I can understand the morphology of different species. Or I go to Panama and I study reptiles evolution. Like, it just depends on who you ask, what the research they do, and what field this research is on.